Students, I want to show you how to complete your intensive science course. So each week when you go and look, you'll have some announcements. These are important announcements that you should read to find out what is going on. One of the announcements that we've had talks about how to log into Discovery Education. And to log into Discovery Education, your usernames and passwords are usually the same ones that you use to log into any of your Julian accounts. So to log into Canvas or to log into the student portal. So at the top of this course, it says about this course where it has important things about the class and important field trip information. We have really great field trips coming up soon, and you actually get credit and can skip any 2 labs for most field trips for coming to the field trip. And for Catalina, for example, you get credit for 5 labs. Okay, so, and all semester you'll end up doing 5 labs this semester, 5 labs second semester. If you end up getting more than 5 labs done through field trips this semester, then I actually just save those lab credits for next semester, and the first day that you log in, you have credit for a bunch of labs for this semester. So for intensive week 1, I'm going to want you to come and do this module that says week 1 intensive. That's the same thing as weeks 1 through 3 of traditional. So it's what students on the traditional track did in weeks 1 through 3. So you'll see there are different weeks here. There actually isn't any specialist assignments due during week 3, so don't worry that it doesn't have week 3 things here. That's because there wasn't a specialist assignment due. So the first thing that you'll want to look at is week 1 assignments at a glance was on planets and moons. So during this, when you open this, it says week 1 for the solar system, finish at the beginning of the week. So you should finish this towards the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday at the latest. And you're going to go through, and this has different YouTube videos to check out. And then there's a PDF with an assignment there. You can see that there's some starred thing that says give this to your EF at the meeting. So I don't need that. And that's all you need to get done, like probably Monday, Tuesday. About Tuesday, Wednesday, you should start working on your week 2 assignments and finish midweek. So whatever that is for you, this is about your halfway point. So I have log into Discovery Education, and it should be, you should do it the same way with your same username and password and make sure that that works. You're also going to complete a lab, Exploring Gravity PHET lab from your lab kit. So when I highlighted it in yellow to alert you that you have to turn that into me, the specialist, and that's going to count for a big part of your grade. So again, it was called the Exploring Gravity. I'm going to leave this for a minute, and we're going to come over here back to the home, and we're going to scroll down and go to our week 1. And here, just for fun, is a virtual reality because you have those goggles in your lab kit that you can use for fun. But you can find the Exploring Gravity lab here. You're going to click on it, and that is due, for you during this first week. You will find a copy of the lab activity here, and you will also find a copy of it in your lab kit. But if you don't have a paper copy in your lab kit, you can print it here. For this lab activity, you're going to use this website from PHET to simulate gravity. And down here, I always have a YouTube video where I explain how to complete the lab. So you can click on that.
Hi students,
and watch that.
I want to show you how to complete this Exploring Gravity lab from...
And I'll explain each part. When you're all done with that lab, you're going to come up here and submit that lab. But I actually highly recommend that you get the directions from your EF how to put Canvas on your smartphone and the passwords you need to do that, because once it's on your smartphone, You can literally just take pictures of your completed assignments and submit them straight to Dropboxes. It is so fast and efficient. If you have a smartphone and some data room to put on an app, it is a free app. Then once you go back to your assignments at a glance, I'm going to look at the next thing, which says explain, complete your discussion board on Canvas about gravity. So you're going to go and do that. So I'm going to go back to the home and I'm going to complete the discussion board about gravity. Again, that will be in week 1. So here it is, your week 2 discussion on gravity. And for this assignment, you're basically just going to pick an object on Earth and take a good guess at what the weight of that object is. You can do like a human or something if you want, or you can Google and ask for the weight of a refrigerator or whatever you want. And then you're going to calculate the weight of that object on other like planets or like the sun or other celestial bodies in space. If you don't want to do the math, which is fine, here is an online calculator where you literally just put in that weight and it gives you the weight on different planets. Then I want you to just tell me the difference. Say this was 165 pounds on the Earth, which means it's like 20 pounds on the moon. And I want you to write up the difference. You know, that's a 140-pound difference. So you're just going to write how the weight would change. And that's your discussion board for the week. Make sure that you comment to at least 2 peers and that your comments are kind of meaningful, that you give other examples or you ask questions. But don't ever just say, hey, good job, because that really doesn't keep the discussion going and there's not much point in that. So then I'm going to go back to my week 1 assignments at a glance because I've done now my lab and then I did the discussion board. So this is basically just the discussion board rewritten out. And then the next one says explore. In Discovery Education tab on the left, complete the readings and activities for Explore tab 3. What does this mean? This means that you go to Discovery Education and there's a tab that says Explore. So I'm going to take you into there and I'm just going to Google search Discovery Education and your view will be a little bit different than mine because I am the teacher. So your assignment should pop up right here with different folders that are labeled by the week. Mine is a little more complicated to get into it, so just give me a second to get there. Okay. Okay, so back from the assignment sheet, we are going to read that it said, complete Explore tab 3. What are the chemical and physical features? So here it says, what are the chemical and physical features that distinguish the planet's inner and outer planets? So that said, go to explore. I want to point that out again. If you guys see, it says complete it. First of all, it says here, explore. So you know that you should be on the tab that says explore. See how that tab says explore? Each tab will either say engage, explore, explain, or elaborate, or evaluate. Whatever tab it says at the very first word, explore, that's the tab that you should be on. And then I said complete Explore tab 3. So you're going to go to 1, 2, 3. And you are going to complete that Explore tab. Really important is that at the bottom of each page, it does have a next button. Don't hit the next button. You don't need to go to the next page. Just complete the one page that I told you to go to, and then that's it. Otherwise, you'll be hitting next, 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 and going through their whole system, and you don't want to do that. Here is just a matching activity that you're going to complete. You can do it as many times as you want, and I won't actually collect that. Your EF might look at that to see if you have done your work. All right, so I said go do Explore tab 3, and then number 5 is Explore. You do not need to complete the readings and activities for Explore tab 4. So I just basically outlined that you don't need to do this. So once you've done these assignments, you are done with the week 2 work, and then you will start on the week 3 work, and it says finish by Friday. So that gives you the next few things that you need to do there. And then you are done with the science for the week. I hope that clears some things up for you guys and that you feel like you have a good idea on how to handle the class. Oh, I want to show you guys one more thing. I apologize. So on the Evaluate tab, there's always going to be a review. This review has the top level findings and bullet points from what you have just learned. At the bottom is a great practice test, and this is totally a practice test, and you're going to go through it, and you can retake it as many times as you want until you get the score that you want, and I will not collect it. Your EF might look at it for part of your grade, but I will not be collecting it. The place that I will have your actual tests are down in the modules like from the week. So for me, my first test doesn't happen until intensive week 2. That's next week for you. You can see that I have an assessment here. For this assessment, once you click on it, there is a study guide that explains what is going to be on the test. You are welcome to take notes, to write things down for that. It's totally, you're welcome to do that to get ready for it. Once you hit take the quiz, you only have one chance on the quiz. So please make sure that you are fully ready to go when you start the quiz. Okay, so that's it. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I would be happy to help you out. And I really hope I get to see a lot of you guys on some of the field trips. Take care. Bye-bye.